What's up, guys? Eric Beer here. Thank you for joining me today. Today's episode, I'm gonna call it The Matrix. Anybody that's seen The Matrix knows Neo, and I'm gonna be Neo today because I just had a crazy experience that really hit home for me, and I think it's a good lesson for other people to piggyback. So stick around. I flew down to Boise for Russell Brunson going over his perfect webinar. 2 days, just straight biz. Love it, I love it. Everybody's thinking and talking the same things. He was going through step by step from phase one all the way to the end of you having your own perfect webinar. It was a really cool opportunity. Now I've been around Russell I've been in his inner circle for the last 2 or 3 years ago, I joined. I've never done a webinar before. He's been talking about his webinar. Anything and everything he's done that has been successful is because of his perfect webinar. For whatever reason, I just haven't done it. I got it, I understood it, right? But I really didn't get it to a point where I could sit down and explain to you each step, the strategy, and why he's doing it all the way to the end. For the first time since I've been coming to Boise and listening to his meetings and talking to people, it's like I was Neo in the Matrix, where I was able to just see through the code. And it was like, whoa, all that stuff that I thought was really complicated, I get it. I know my survey flow really well. When I sit and try to explain it to people, certainly if I try to explain it to you in a day or two, you're gonna be very, very overwhelmed. But for me, it comes secondhand. I've been doing it for so long. That's how the perfect webinar is for Russell. When he starts to think about teaching it, he's got these steps in his head. He's got frameworks. He can go on any stage, any time, and talk through that framework. The point is that I, for the first time, saw the framework as he was talking. For the first time, it made sense to me based on, like, if you asked me to tell you about the perfect survey, right? I would start to think about it as A.I.S.T.P. Attract, identify, segment, target, position. No matter what, if I started to explain somebody like how to go and get something set up, I can focus on those 5 letters and be able to talk for an hour or 2 days. I saw him doing that on stage. It wasn't like he had his letters, but he has a framework that he knows what he needs to do for each step. And I was able to look at that, think about what I do, and be like, oh my goodness, I'm kind of getting it. Like, I understand like how he's thinking about it. The next step is on me to figure out, how do I apply my business to his perfect webinar? I mean, I was like, whoa, this is crazy. I'll tell you the number one thing that helped me, and I believe it's the thing that you need to do if you want to be successful and you want to learn somebody else's skill set, framework, get into a business. It's one word, and the word is immersion. Deep mental involvement. That hits home to me. Deep mental involvement. Like anything, you start anything new. When you go and you try to learn something and you jump in, if you think you're just going to come in and someone's going to like throw it on you for a day and you're going to get it, I'd be very surprised. There's very few people in this world can do that. I haven't immersed myself into the perfect webinar, and I haven't done it. I dabble here and there. I've never tried sitting down. In the past, I was sitting down like trading 50 to 60 to 70 slides. It's like, oh my God, that's a pain point for me. That is not my forte. I run away from that. Do I want success? Yes, that's a pleasure for me, success. The thing though that was so important, and I knew this already, but it was just like the code, it opened up. I just like, for the first time was looking at this like one sheet, there's one sheet of perfect webinar, and I'm like, oh my God, like I get what that means. Like, I understand the strategy, and it's clever. Because I did it for 2 days straight, hardcore, was like, for whatever reason, and I've tried, to do it before, I've sat in meetings. The fact that I was just immersing myself in it was like the main thing. Now I'm Neo, and the code for the Matrix, I'm looking at this thing and it just looks like green letters and numbers, and it's just a black screen. And now all of a sudden I'm looking at that screen and like I'm seeing exactly what he's doing and understanding why it works so well. I have a decision to make. If I stop right now, I don't do anything, there's no way I'm gonna know all the things that I know now. I'll probably forget everything and then just go back to phase one. I knew this already, but the key to success is immersing yourself into whatever it is you want to learn. And the other thing is, continue to repeat it over and over and over again. It's the same thing like anything else in this world. You want to be good at something, you need to go all in on it. When you focus on one thing, that is when you will be the most successful. If there's a framework to get out of this, how you can be successful on whatever it is you're focused on for your business, number one, you have to immerse yourself into whatever it is that you're trying to learn. Number two, repetition. You need to repeat. If you want to master this, you need to repeat this every day and do not move on. Just because you finish a course, just because you finished a book, does not mean you mastered it. Go back, do it again. When you do it again, you're in a different mindset. You may see it different. You're gonna learn something different. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for listening. Hope this was helpful. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Push this out to people. Like it, share it, comment. All those things really help me, and I appreciate you if you do it. Until next time, I'm out. Be good, guys.